doing? Good business to you. How's your day, sir? How's your day, sir? Hello. Is there anything you need?
That must be all of them. Are you...
No, nothing. I'm all right. Thank you, stranger.
Not exactly a stranger. You must be Elric.
How do you know?
What do you think?
My mother.
Exactly. I promise you'd make it home safe and sound. Will you?
Yes. Thank you for helping. Come to us when you have time. I'll try to repay you for your efforts.
I'll find you when I'm in the area.
We've heard of your deeds. Maybe things are
Many
looking
thanks,
up.
Hooded One.
don't mention it. But next time, you'll have to be more mindful of your head.
Keep this gold. You'll have more use for it.
Keep this gold for yourself.
Good luck on the road, stranger.
There you are. Elric, this is Master Robert Hood. Say hello.
I know, Mother. You don't have to.
Ah, I don't have to what? I don't have to what, huh?
Nothing, Mother. Good morrow, Master Robert.
Robin, please. Robin is fine.
Thank you for your help, Robin. Accept this as thanks. It's not much, but it may come in useful.
Thank you, Alba. Good for...
hell! Royal dogs! The entire mill needs repairs. This'll ruin me. I was just robbed by some scoundrels, and now this.
The ones lying here won't destroy anything else. As for the theft, I suspect you'll get your gold back in the end.
We'll see how it goes. Either way, thanks for the help put in one.
I'm Robin. Tell me what's this business with the knights was.
Zurich, my lord. It was about nothing. They drank, they brawled. and then decide the devil lives in the mill.
You're right. Sounds like royal soldiers.
Sound like simpletons. Now I have to get rid of the bodies before the others notice something's off.
See to it, and I'll help with rebuilding. Let's make it so there's not a trace of this sorry incident.
1,000 thanks. Please gather the wood, and I will handle the rest.
Make haste. I'll be back soon.
Do you have the wood, Robin?
That's likely everything you needed. Will you manage to rebuild?
Yes, I will now. It'd be easier if my son Much were here, but he hasn't been home for weeks.
If I run into him, I'll send him your way.
I don't know how to thank you, Robin, but take this for now. It'll give you strength if you meet the local stable master. Tell him.
Take care. And remember, there are changes in Sherwood.
Finally, I've been waiting for you. I've recently met someone you should see.
This matchmaking is not like you at all, Tuck. Tell me calmly what this is about.
Matchmaking nonsense. Although you're right, one thing at a time. You see, I was collecting herbs for my wines. And, of course, for balms, bandages, and seasonings.
Of course.
All at once I noticed a marvellous patch of bishop's weed. Simply splendid. So, there I go to have a closer look at the Lord's creation, but I'm shortly down on my rump while he was right there.
A royal? Were you attacked?
Not at all. There was a mighty man with a grey beard standing before me. He spoke softly and slowly, as though whispering into my ear, even though he was nowhere near.
Who was it? What did he want from you?
He didn't introduce himself. He only said he had been observing us for some time now, especially you, Robin. He wanted to meet you.
Huh. What do you make of it?
He said he would be waiting in the stone circle on the edge between Barnesdale and Peak District. He told me he knew how to enter Castle Nottingham, and that he supported our cause. This sounds silly, but he seemed so trustworthy. He had such a tranquil glory about him.
An unusual matter. But I'll investigate if you say so. I won't let myself get ambushed. An extra help will always be of use, especially to us. It won't hurt to meet and speak.
Need something?
think I heard something.
What was that?
The enemy is upon us!
Why did they seize you?
I was gathering kindling in the woods. It's not allowed, but my boy was cold and we need something to cook on.
That's understandable.
Besides, a forest should be for everyone. Why is it only the king and his lackeys get to crawl all over it?
You know what? I don't think they can. The forest is for everyone. My people and I live by that rule.
You speak wisely. What do they call you, hooded one?
Robin, and you are...
Ruster, but right now I need to get back to me, lad.
Is he alone?
Yes, but Bode is a good kid. He'll manage on his own. Find us and you'll be rewarded.
We'll meet again.
I'm counting on it.
Hope a furry pisses in your milk! Help! He's no smith! He's a butcher!
They'll never learn, the nitwits.
You can hear the merriment from afar. What do you do here?
Well, be merrily welcome. Hef is my name, smithing grants me my fame, and with some it's my surgeoning. I'll shoe your horse, straighten your sword, and pull your tooth.
A pleasure. I'm Robin Hood.
Any toothaches, Robin?
Mind what you imply to whom? No, they don't. Healthy as always.
Lucky. Tell me, you wouldn't happen to have iron ore for...
A smith with no iron. Is that why you're pulling teeth?
Coin is coin. But yes, that too. Recently, odd events have been afoot at the iron mine. Some change in the ruling house or some other lordly squabbles. They fight and forget about the little people. I'm working with scrap and refuse. Poor smiths never win.
Don't make a fuss. Everyone has 32 teeth. You'll live.
Very amusing.
There. I'll help you. It's no challenge to me. Besides, I should have a look around. This mine sounds interesting.
Thank you, Robin. I shall mark your map for the things I need.
So, this is the node on the thread of Sherwood's fate? A green man meant to bring unity? Say nothing. Just now I see the sheriff. I see his carriage.
What in the world? What? Where?
Those. Not here. Not now.
You know who's taking this carriage? No, not a sardine, my lord. His Magnificence the Sheriff. You shite-eating hedge-born churl. On your bloody knees and stay there. We'll help ourselves to whatever's worth it in this pigsty. Don't stay still. Kick the dowcart. Both the camel man and mollycoddles. Don't spare the soul.
Forgive me. I thought I saw something, Robin Hood. The one of Sherwood? Of Locksley? Or maybe...
Of Sherwood. It's my home. And the rest is in the past. Can only defend that which is here and now.
Indeed, Robin. Let me leave your past in peace. I want to help your future become brighter.
Every helping hand is welcome. Do you wish to live in our village?
Very good. It's crucial to keep your sense of humor in trying times. No, I do not wish to live in any village. My home is here, and in every place where mistletoe perches upon the oak.
How then do you intend to help my cause?
Firstly, by reminding you that it's not only your cause. It's not even the cause of your merry men. It's the cause of all people living in these lands. Without awareness that our fates are tightly bound together, you will not go far.
Take no offense, but I believe I have this awareness. It's why I built my village. To unite those who think alike.
And to protect them. However, you don't also see that it is a fortress which keeps them isolated and from unity and understanding?
All are welcome in my village.
But are you welcome in their homes? Pointing arrow tips and sword blades at everyone? A Sherwood of your dreams won't build.
It's not like that exactly.
I know your heart is in the right place, but the path you choose won't lead you to one.
I don't pursue isolation, but the sheriff and king leave me no choice.
Don't pin the blame on them. They've done their wrongs and they'll see punishment for them. But your actions are your own responsibility alone.
What do you mean by that?
Unification, Robin. Only that can guarantee that circumstances do change once the sheriff is overthrown. Renounce the rule to the people of Sherwood. Trust and help those that truly need your help.
That stands in contrast to some things, I believe.
If you look more closely and heed my advice, you'll see them far more clearly. There is more that Sherwood has in common than meets the eye. The confusion, bullying, and cruelty at the hands of the sheriff has muddled this fact, but it still stands, and with your help it has a true chance of emerging as the truth.
I'll admit your words sound wise, but they're not entirely clear.
Don't fret. So it is at the beginning of every bold man's road, and there have been so many, dear Robin. Listen, you'll understand. I want to offer you a certain key. For centuries, it has unlocked secret passageways, revealed that which is invisible. It's a token of trust, and it must return to me when the deed is done. You're not the only one who will have need of it. The key opens a secret way into Nottingham Castle. There you will meet your destiny. There you will end this adventure.
So, what's the issue? Let's do it. I'll gather my best men and head out right away while we have the advantage.
Have you been listening to me at all, young man? You have no advantage. You have chaos. Chaos is death. Order is life. Restore order, and I'll help you breathe life into the realm of chaos that is Nottingham.
How can I do that?
Rally the representatives of noble houses who have fallen prey to the king and the sheriff's machinations. Let the vanquished rise up and restore their strength and their faith in people. Make it so that each of them regains their home, and in return, you'll earn support and a force for the sheriff to reckon with.
Who are these representatives that you speak of?
There are 3 of them, each following their destiny, so that despite the arduous life in Sherwood, they haven't brought shame upon themselves. Reynard Hale, Graham Lindone, Robert de Ferrera.
Tell me about Reynold.
Behind this soul-like-you outlaw of Peak District lies a deep need to rebuild. It rests in the many generations of his family. His house was recently destroyed, and he himself is on a mission to prove both to his people and his ancestors that he is worthy of ruling.
And based on that, I should speak to him?
Yes, Robin. To put it bluntly, Reynard is very similar to you. In addition, I know he knows how to care for his refugees, taking to the caverns of Peak District. He's helping the local people and wishes to stem the unrest that's ravaging the country. It's a sufficient recommendation.
I'll find him. Tell me about the others. Who's Graham Lindon?
The Grand Huntsmaster, Graham Lindon. At least that's who he used to be known as, until recently, when another house by way of royal manipulations deprived him of everything he could call his home.
Grand Huntmaster? That's the office of someone royal to the crown.
That's where you're wrong, Robin. As far as royal officials go, Graham is unique in how he loyally served the people of Sherwood. He never denied them the right to hunt when they were hungry, nor to cut wood when the winters were cold. A true friend of the people, even if it's difficult to reach that conclusion at first glance.
I'll trust you, and try to help him. It's always good to have someone capable of looking after these grand forests. This whole Robert de Furrer, I've heard about him.
Robert de Ferrer's a living storm of a man. His family were cruelly treated by the sheriff indeed. All the more so given the kindness and justice of the de Ferrers only stressed the sheriff's devious nature.
So something happened to him. You're being unclear.
Forgive my odd custom. It only took a few years for all de Ferrers and their allies to be thrown out of Nottingham and forced to live in the sewers. That's where the resistance is forming. Find Robert in the cellars of a city church. I'll warn the guard of your arrival. Speak to him. Together, the rebel and you can accomplish much. I can sense it.
I think I'll know where to go once I reach Nottingham. As I understand it, I'm supposed to find them. What then?
But you already know what, Robin. Find them, see that you earn their trust, offer help not just to the heads of families, but their people as well. Peak District, Nottingham, and Sherwood Forest must unite and loosen the sheriff's grip. It's your task. You're the one that has to unite and rebuild Sherwood.
I'll find them, and I'll earn the following of the denizens of these lands. Together, we can prevent what's befalling us at the hands of the sheriff from ever happening again.
What was that?
To arms!
Nationwide curfew is in effect at all times. Subjects are ordered to remain in their homes unless they are to perform labor duties for the state. Operating in Sherwood Forest has been...
Shoot him in the leg! Hit him!
I'll see my little daughter yet. I'll be back with my wife.
Let's not remain strangers. Call me Robin. Can you make it home?
Bennett! And I can. Half a day's road from here is my farm.
How long have you been away?
Must have been 4 nights. Took another half day to reach Lord Hall's for my field chores.
And how late were you for those?
I took half a day more. I had to hide from wolves.
Some law.
You're telling me? First hiding from wolves, then from soldiers.
Didn't they care? Your liege lord failed to uphold the peace.
The hell they did. I complained first. I did. But when I saw they would just lock me up for it.
And did they look for you for long?
I can hide out in the land for 3 days. Didn't go back home cause they probably looked there. I just hope Bet and Ennis are safe. I never forgive that.
I'm sure everything's all right. Go back to them. They're waiting or worried.
That's for sure. Here, take this. A little gift.
Not an everyday find. Thank you, Bennett.
Greetings. How about a game of dice?
Yes.
In order to aid the crown in its efforts to maintain peace in the land, a new grain tax is imposed in the county of Nottingham. Collection will begin promptly. Invaders will be harshly punished.
No.
By the authority of our good sheriff, loitering in public spaces is forbidden. Whosoever violates this decree will face strict punishment. A group of outlaws operating in Sherwood Forest has been known to seize assets from royal tax collectors and unlawfully distribute them among the populace. And of scoundrels shall be handsomely rewarded.
I won't get fooled again. Not like that. The devil himself must have tempted me.
The devil, you say? How has he been getting in the good people's way this time?
by keeping them from honest living. I just wanted to play some dice, and I'm left with nothing.
Don't take this the wrong way, but the devil I know would grab a man's hand and have him throw the dice.
And do you know many devils?
I've actually met a few. I'm Robin, and I'm interested in your story.
That Robin Hood. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm a trader. My name's Oliver.
We don't know how lucky you are yet. Tell me, what misfortune befell you?
A great one. I was playing dice with some de Grey muckety-muck.
That brings us to the first two mistakes. Go on.
And I was really into it. I kept winning until a time.
Third mistake.
Please spare me. I know I did wrong, but I didn't lose out of greed.
How then?
The scoundrel switched dice on me. First his people surrounded us and then forced me to play.
And of course, the dice were chipped.
Of course. I had to keep playing. And as soon as everything I had was on the table,
they took it all and finished the game.
And laughed so much while at it. Said how I can't do a thing about it. How I lost on my own accord.
They have some point, I see. But cheating is cheating. What did they take?
All my earnings from the market stall. They packed it into a huge sack.
Oh.
That's right. But it wasn't enough. I had my Steerborn horn with me. My father's heirloom.
They took that too?
It was ornate. Must have drawn their attention. But it's an important memento to me. They also talked about some braggerful or braggerfer. I don't know what they were on about. But I'm so humiliated. Please, help Robin.
Don't worry, Oliver. I'll recover everything. Just direct me to the de Grey's camp.
Go. I mean, God must have sent you. Thank you. They went into the woods over there.
I'll be back soon.
Nice weather we're having.
Damn it all to hell. A pox on the bastard that keeps me from my work.
I'm not keeping you from anything. Why all the shouting?
I don't mean you, boy. Blast it. I mean those nitwits.
Is that right? Would that be the de Grey's men, then?
If only. Put them all in one bag and throw them in a river, I say.
They tend to get under your skin. What have they done?
Told me I can't go into the forest. The Horsens. Can't hunt or get pelts. How am I supposed to make shoes without it?
Are you a shoemaker?
Randall. Shoemaker. Leather worker. Artisan. I can make good shoes even with linden bark.
And when you're not?
Then my auctions run out. Soon I won't have anything left to sell. It just keeps getting worse.
Do you need leather?
All amounts in any quality. My good man.
Your good man's name is Robin Hood. Don't worry, I'll sort something out.
You're just who I was bloody hoping you are. The sort we need around here.
You always ought to support your local craftspeople, I always say.
Bring me the leather, and maybe I'll be able to sell you something interesting.
I'll return soon.
Do you have all the pelts?
Not yet.
This may be a strange question, but wouldn't you agree sage, salmon, and dill sauce is paradise to the palate?
Certainly. You're describing a...
Precisely. Even though kings turn their noses up at salmon, they're all about the lampreys. As far as I'm concerned, those are akin to worms.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had that. I favor simple food.
Yes, The key to flavor lies in simple, fresh ingredients. Do you cook?
Not too much. I do more hunting.
You're missing out. It's more of an art than a skill, though quite the skill nonetheless.
Where I come from, the cooking is done by a bearded hulk and an outcast monk.
Sounds like the foundation of a well-rounded culinary team.
There haven't been complaints. One's too frightening, the other's too eager to serve everything with wine.
Both effective ways of stifling criticism. Besides, since we're talking about drinks, wine-soaked fig dumplings, dear boy, if you tried some, you'd even forget your name. Speaking of which, what do they call you?
They call me Robin.
I've heard of you. My taste is good, but my hearing's none the worse. By any chance, you wouldn't want to help Poppy, a simple cook and enthusiast of...
You have me intrigued, my good man. Tell me more.
You see, Robin, a peasant's diet has its upsides. Green cheese, pork pie, the salmon we mentioned. It's all tasty.
I feel a big but coming.
Indeed. And it's salted my wounds. Ah, because it's a question of condiments.
What about them?
They're missing nutmeg, ginger, sugar, grains of paradise, cardamom, long pepper, not to mention saffron. It got me daydreaming. They're not there. For such as you or I, they're just not there. Nutmeg is worth its weight in gold, and I haven't seen gold since the last war.
Sounds like an issue. How does one such as yourself deal with it?
I have my ways. Herbs can be life changers in many ways, but I long for those scrumptious aromatic recipes.
I don't know how I could help you, Bobby.
But I do. For you see, not that far from here there is a warehouse.
Royal?
Almost. Belonging to those bastards, the De Greys.
Good.
Inside it there should be spices confiscated from the property of one lord whose land was seized by the De Greys. Those favor other tastes, so the spices must be hidden away in the warehouse to gather other valuables.
Say no more. I know what you want me to do. But what are you going to do with those spices?
I dream of throwing a feast for the village, one that serves it all. Cock and trace with a golden skin, subtlety shaped like my nan's house, almond rice, stewed beef, tart deep rye, all this for everyone to partake in. All of it so that they eat till they cannot move.
Just like that?
Just like that? Food is never just like that. You open your mouth, stuff your stomach, but nourish the heart, especially if you cook from the heart. You'll see for yourself, Robin. Just deliver the condiments to me.
I'll do it. Just wait a while.
A barley bath often without honey. Of course, who can afford honey and sugar? Well, do you?
How could I not? Of course I do.
My Greek wine and Italian sweets. Wonderful.
I've no doubt it won't end that way. The box smells peculiarly.
For it's filled with treasures from the world all over, Robin. That's the smell of adventure.
I'm glad to see this parcel bringing you joy.
More joy than anything for a long time. You won't leave empty-handed, however. Take these ingredients for my nan's speciality.
Thank you, Poppy. That's very kind.
That's not all. I prepared something beforehand. Think of me while dining. Safe travels to you, and it's finally back to the kitchen for...
Good luck.
Carrying that outfit to the feast? Really? Collection will begin promptly. Evaders will be hard to
Greetings. Are you the steward here?
I am. Any chance?
No.
Farewell.
Be well. Strange ways of working the fields around these parts.
Well, well, the jester must have escaped the king's court.
He did, but he wasn't a jester. I'm Robin Hood.
The outlaw of Sherwood Forest.
The same.
I've heard tale of how you're a match with the bow, but not with the jest.
People tell tales of what they want. What are you doing here?
We're reviving old traditions, lifting the people's spirits. These aren't easy times.
I understand. But how is digging paths in the ground supposed to help?
Oh, Robin, these are no ordinary paths, but an image, and a special one at that. Call me Beatany. The ladies are at court, and I wouldn't sit there even dressed in gold.
So, what are you doing here, Beatany?
An old tradition tells of pictures made from limestone, once showing enormous giants with huge clubs, horses, beasts, and other grand creatures. As big as an entire mountainside.
Interesting.
Very, and beautiful at that. If you stand far away enough, you'll see the finished work.
There are locations nearby where you can get that.
We've got the sheriff's men taking turns at disrupting us with the degrays.
Neither do I.
We need special limestone to fill in these paths.
That can't be difficult.
And it wasn't, but our latest batch has been confiscated along with our...
Why would the king seize your limestone?
For castle renovations,
In that case, you can count on my help.
I'll say this. If princes and lordlings wish to have fine castles, they should go...
I agree.
There are locations nearby where you can get that kind of limestone. Difficult labor, but...
No doubt. Do you need much?
Several bags. Enough to form the shape that we intend. It's also a message to the king and sheriff, telling them we walk on our home soil, that we have our own customs.
That is what I want to help with. I'll be back with the limestone.
Who are you, and why are you bothering me?
Graham Lindon? I'm Robin Hood, and I've heard you could use my help.
Ah, so you're that celebrated archer of the Sherwood Forest. I've heard tell of your exploits.
People are known to exaggerate.
Don't feign modesty. I need a warrior with your views and methods, not an actor.
As I understand, you're the one in charge of these forests, and everything in them.
I'm still graced with that esteemed duty and the title of Grand Hunt Master. Both the king and the sheriff still have some respect for what remains of my influence and forces. But those blasted de Greys have been sweeping up my legs recently.
Have they got under your skin that much?
It's their scheming and underhanded intrigues that have left me powerless in Conisborough Castle. It won't be long before I lose the office of Grand Hunt Master. Hearn is my witness. If that happens, nothing will stop the de Greys from reaving across these lands.
The end justifies the means.
I mean just that, literally. They've used lies and manipulation to slowly take over the area. They have their agenda, their thirst for power. And if they get what they want, it won't end well for the local people.
What do you mean?
Let's say their ancestors' Viking blood is boiling within them. An aggression fueled by the king's gold and quiet consent to cruelty has become rampant savagery.
I've met some de Greys. They are fierce in battle, but to make them a mortal enemy right away.
Believe me, Robin, those are no leaders who care for the lot of the most unfortunate, but they are the ones currently clamoring for the heights of power.
Sounds like a typical petty house squabble.
Indeed, but if this keeps up, in the end, they'll dethrone the king himself.
The perspective has its charm.
Not when it comes to House de Grey. Their rule would mean an authority far crueler than the one we know today.
Let's assume I'm ready to believe you, but I've always pictured them as royal mercenaries, rather than a family playing at politics.
Care only about war. The king let them earn leverage during their raids. Now they feel a sovereign is stifling them. They conquered the castle in Conisborough and began harassing the local populace. Any mention of rebellion is quelled effectively and brutally.
Vipers raised at one's bosom. King John should be proud of the likeness.
There's an irony to it, that's true. Help me restore order in the area, because what we have right now is pure anarchy and our strength is starting to give in.
I'll do my best. But why would the king, or our beloved sheriff for that matter, not want to do anything about this?
The sheriff plays his own games and he's difficult to predict. He's too good a politician to be figured out easily. Hell knows. Maybe he's having the de Greys take down the king so that he can seize the throne himself.
He'd make himself into a hero, then a vanquisher of enemies from within. Yes, that's not like him.
Very much so, and become more powerful than ever in the process.
You're starting to convince me, Graham.
As for the king, well, Robin, you should realize by now he's not the craftiest of our realm's rulers. However it may be, if we allow the de Greys to proceed,
they'll face a greater tragedy than the one unfolding as we speak. Tell me then, how else can I help?
we're struggling with a number of problems in the region. The first relates to the de Greys' war for influence and involves hunting a legendary stag. It sounds like a game, but in truth, it's a serious power struggle.
Anything else?
For some time now, I haven't heard a word from the monastery of Roche Abbey. It worries me.
I understand. What then?
Two matters. The yeomen of a nearby forest settlement have begun reporting strange disturbances.
That's quite a set of problems. Is there anything else?
Well, that's the matter of the region in general, and every small issue that disrupts it.
I see. But there's something more troubling to you.
Yes, it's about Conisborough Castle. But that's a longer topic, and one that requires us to weaken the enemy first, as well as to earn adequate support from the people.
A hefty collection of troubles.
Having been deposed, I'm limited with what I can do to care for the land. I hope for this to change with your help, Robin. Ask whatever you want.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me more about the hunt.
This matter requires the skills of a tracker. Do you have them?
I can find simple tracks, but I'm no hunting specialist.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the unrest in the village of Free People.
I knew this would catch your ear.
Why do you say that?
Because I've heard say that before your exile, you were one of them.
The power and vastness of court gossip never ceases to amaze me, but yes, my grandfather was a member of the royal retinue. However, he already raised my father as a free man and the owner of this small estate.
So I've heard. That makes you one of them.
I used to be one of them. Now I'm an outlaw and the leader of the Merry Men. They are my family.
But you help people in need?
Of course I do. To live as the lord of a castle means more than just feasting, hunting, and harassing peasants.
I knew it. Robin, listen then. Here's what it looks like. In the village of Cresswell Crags, there lives a small community of yeomen. They earn an honest living in return for their readiness to serve in the Crown's forces when called upon.
I know how it works. The Crusades were hardly my choice. They were an obligation.
Yes, I imagine you're well acquainted with the concept. What I wanted to stress was that the inhabitants of that village are resilient and resourceful. Many of them know how to wield the blade no worse than royal knights.
Wherein lies the problem?
The problem is mysterious. Fear grips the village, and even people such as they fail to have their wits about them.
What does that mean?
They abandon their work, flee the village, it's just all problems.
I see.
What's more, for some time the area around Cresswell Crags has been occupied by a band of robbers named the Waved Children. Their movement is especially prominent nearby the Gisborne family manor.
The name doesn't sound familiar.
Gisborne the Elder died many years ago. He owned a sizable estate. He had one son who hasn't shown any signs of life for a decade.
For example?
That he made pacts with demons, drove his mother into the grave, held people captive for torture in a cellar. A load of shite, if you ask me. The youngling went and left to earn an education abroad, and that's that. The family estate has therefore been falling into disrepair for years.
More gossip. But legends like these tend to give a fright. Are you saying the appearance of the bandits and activity in the manor can be connected?
The Gisborne house continues its lot as a ruin, but there's no denying that these things have livened up around it. From the Wave Children's appearance to strange lights and foul vapors that rise from the manor.
Are the locals fed up with it?
They're simply afraid, Robin. Their heads were filled with legends of devils and wraiths, not to mention the very real and unpredictable robbers roaming about. It's enough to deprive even the brave of common sense.
I understand. I could have a look around there.
Do that, I implore you. A local inn should offer you more information. There's a talented young busker staying there called Alan Adale. Maybe he'll have something more to tell you.
I'll find him and ask about the situation.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the castle.
As I said, you need to gain more influence. What else do you want to hear about?
I must leave.
Be careful.
I'll do that.
Swear to God. Hear ye, hear ye. A citywide curfew. Subjects are ordered to remain in their homes.
Is there anything you need?
I can't take any risks.
Do you know what is best in life?
Pardon?
To catch your fish, see them reeled in before you, and to hear the splashing of their lake.
You're quite the dreamer then.
It's a good reason to dream.
A lake?
And how? If not for these vile creatures residing in the woods.
Are you talking about the forest spirits? Those woods are more theirs than ours.
Not sure what smart arse named them like that. Just a bunch of wildlings and bandits.
Not exactly. But tell me, what's on your mind?
There have been more and more spirits of late. Much more. They kill the deer and assault people.
That does sound like a problem.
And it is. What's more, the place where I got reed for our baskets and the fish for our dinners has been completely overrun by them. If only someone chased them away.
Why are you looking at me?
You know very well why. You look like an able hunter. Plus, it'll be worth your while.
How so?
The lake area occupied by the spirits is very rich in resources. One of the richest in the land, if you ask me.
That could be useful. Show me where to go, and I'll see what can be done.
Young man, you don't look like one of ours, nor do you resemble any of those Hounsons. Good, very good. Who are you then, and what are you—
They call me Robin Hood, and I'm certainly not looking for a fight with the good people of Sherwood.
That Robin Hood? I've heard of you. I'm Ella. I speak for the village elders.
Good to meet you, Ella. You all seem rather nervous. Is it because of those de Greys?
Partly. One of their lords, Elof or what's his name, since he got a little power, he started to tighten our belts.
You could use tightening up.
Exactly. Everything we'd kept in our granaries and stores, he stole and put in his ware.
Surprising he didn't eat through it all.
Our people suffer pangs of hunger, Robin. I don't even have anyone to send on a recovery mission. They can barely work. This is...
If I dispose of the guards, will you manage to send someone to take over the food and safely stash it?
Yes, Robin. Will you do it for us? The entire village is going to be in your debt. Maybe then we'll have just enough strength to see each other through winter.
You'll have the strength, I assure you. I'll come back when the path is clear and the warehouse door open.
Hello. Nice weather we're having.
to see the family back together.
It would have been impossible without you, Robin. Bode, what do we say when someone helps us?
Thank you.
Make nothing of it. No one should be kept in a cage. Definitely not for using the forest. Are you alright?
Yes, let's go home now. Visit us whenever you feel like it. There will always be a bed there for you.
Thank you. I'll probably visit you.
I think I saw something.
What was that?
What was that? Hit him down. I think I've heard something. Enemy!
Did you hear that? It's Robin. Get him.
citywide curfew is in effect.
Did you make it?
You were right. That place is rich in resources. And now...
You're a hero!
Thank you, but that is saying too much.
Oh, but you are a young man. What you've done will help us plenty.
I'm pleased to hear that. May it remain that way.
Looking by the number of pelts you brought back, it should be for a while.
That's my plan.
Did you do it? Can I send...
I did it. Have them bring lots of sacks. They'll have something to fill them with.
Wonderful. The forests keep you, Robin. We owe you our lives.
Hide the supplies well, and be on your guard. Greetings.
I am. Any chance you've seen some suspicious goods around Sherwood Forest?
I believe this might belong.
Thank you.
Be well.
Is there anything you need?
Do you have all...
Will these do?
Lad, I can make it through to Winters with this. Ha! A stick up the king and his kin. Ha!
That's a yes. Good to hear. Just hide them well, so...
I wasn't born yesterday. I'll hide the hides. Thank you again.
Oh, well...
Just as I thought. Not exactly your style.
No, it's very tasteful.
All right then. Just visit my shop in the future. Maybe you'll find...
I'll visit you.
And?
That must be everything. Check and don't deal with those dodgy bastards again.
Robin. Thank you, Governor. Savior. Yes. That's all I'd lost.
Sherwood Forest is famous for its ancient woodlands. However, an evil has recently taken root there, introduced by the sheriff himself. Now the tyrant seeks to exploit it by having Robin killed by Locke, the leader of the De Grey clan.
Good. Here's the horn too. A lovely keepsake indeed.
I and all my ancestors are grateful to you. As soon as I pull myself together, I'm going right back to...
I'm counting on a small...
You can be sure of that, my friend. Come back as soon...
I'll be back.
What do they need all of our food?
remain in their homes unless they are to perform labor.
Greetings. How about a game of dice?
Yes.
In order to defend the crown in its efforts to maintain peace in the land, a new grain tax is imposed in the county of Nottingham. Collection will begin promptly. Evaders will be harshly punished.
How's your day, sir?